I do not advocate or recommend that anyone takes drugs. Drugs are illegal. The purpose of this video is simply to entertain and educate you.
Now, I'm not exactly a religious person. I've never really been into believing that someone outside of my knowledge are fixing my problems for me. And I don't like the concept of just praying your problems away, because it just goes to show how lazy you are. I apologize, I'm just in a very ranty mood. And I apologize if I sound awkward and stuff. Could be because of my Asperger's. I also just lose all life lust when I'm in front of a microphone. I consider myself an agnostic atheist. I don't really believe in anything supernatural, but I'm still open to the chance of it existing in some way. So I recently took 2 tabs of relatively strong LSD, 180 micrograms per tab to be precise. This was also my second time taking LSD. The only psychedelic I've taken other than that is psilocybin, aka shrooms, which I've only taken once. So I'm not super experienced when it comes to this stuff. I've noticed that the strongest part of my trips is always in the start, the come up. And that's kind of bad because the drug just takes my mind by surprise. It's like jumping into a chilly lake during fall. Your body just tenses up at first and you feel out of breath. And my ego was just muffled and temporarily crippled. I lost my memory and my body felt paralyzed. Waves of paranoia, madness, and fear and loathing, which I like to call acid panic. Yet I always have a feeling that everything is going to be fine, and I kept telling myself that until it finally stopped. I got up and everything just felt different. It was difficult to walk and my legs hurt. It felt as if I just stepped into this world and my muscles can't maintain this form properly. One thing I've noticed when I'm on LSD is that I just get these strange cramps all over my legs and feet and kind of all over my body, which is very strange. I've never heard of it happening to anyone else. And after all that, I start feeling the connection to life all around the world. You can imagine anyone being there and sense them no matter how far away they are. And when I closed my eyes was when the real show started. I just see a pitch black void, and individual glowing orbs of energy fly past me in a giant web, and some gather together in clusters. And in the middle is the biggest and most amazing of them all, millions of times bigger than the biggest one. And it's emitting pure enlightenment and intelligence. I probably just observed it for minutes. I thought to myself, that must be God. My God. It wasn't anything remotely close to human or alien. It was just otherly. I can safely say that this was one of the most powerful trips I've had out of all 3. And I know that I did learn something from it. And that is that we should all question our views on life more, no matter what our views are. I would like to talk more about my trip, but I just don't think it would be very interesting. Not that I think anyone would watch this anyway. And if you did, thank you very much. I do appreciate it, even if it doesn't sound that way in my voice. And if any of you watching actually did like this, then please, if you want to see more, then say it. Or subscribe, or like, whatever. And so, as I said, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you.